she was on the program yesterday, made a few accusations against Dave Gordon. Dave wants to respond. He's back in here this morning. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. So we have a lot to dig through before we, with only about 8 minutes to do it. So let's get started. First, though, Dave, the Madison County clerk, that issue came up. And she claims that you basically tried to play the role of a county employee or someone working in her clerk's office when you spoke with Mike Keevil, who is the Madison County clerk, and you tricked him into speaking with you. Did you do that?
That's absolutely false. And you know what? That's not only slander and defamation, but that may be an actionable offense in which Sandy DePerno could be held liable and sued for a remark like that, because she's stating that I impersonated somebody. And impersonation in the state of New York is a felonious act. And to imply that I impersonated a government employee is disgraceful. And Mike Keevil will attest
and Mike,
to that.
You've provided us with Mike's phone number. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And he is the Madison County clerk, and he's on the line right now. Mike, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Utica Politics and Oneida County.
I had no intention of getting into the middle of Utica politics,
well,
I assure you.
Here you are. All right, Mike, here's the question. Did he impersonate a county employee? Did he lead you to believe that he was working for DePerno?
No. Dave called me and asked questions about our DMV operation and our clerk's office. As a recently elected candidate myself who ran a very tight race a year ago, I answered his questions. Told him a little bit about our DMV and what we were doing to deal with the upcoming inundation of license renewals and license upgrades for the next 2 years. And one of those things is buying a new camera for our DMV, so we will have two. I did receive a phone call from Sandy 2 days ago after the radio program aired, and she asked me, number one, if he had contacted me, if he had actually had a conversation with me, and number two, if it was true that we were getting a camera. I told her that he had called me, that I answered his questions, and that, yes, we were getting a camera. She asked me how much the camera was going to cost. I told her that it was just over $16,000, that we moved money around in our budget because it's a priority. So we sacrificed some other things so that we could put up half of it, and I demonstrated to our Board of Supervisors that it would be a revenue generator that would not only serve our public better, but also put more money into the county budget.
Yeah.
And we're currently operating at about a $700,000 profit to the county, so to speak.
Wow.
We're $700,000 in the black in our DMV.
I think the big question here, without dragging this on anymore, is you are saying that he did not misrepresent himself when he spoke with you.
He did not misrepresent himself to me when he spoke to me. It was very clear to me who he was, why he was calling, and I didn't represent to Sandy anything different than that when she called me 2 days ago and asked the question.
Okay.
We specifically, two things quickly. We specifically asked when Sandy was in studio. So he said that he was, right, we pressed her on this because she made it and we wanted a clarification. That was what she said. The other thing is this. Can you just quickly, in 30 seconds, why do you make more money with a new camera? I don't get that.
So the faster that we can process people in our office, the more time we have to process the backlog of dealer transactions that are sent to our office.
Understood.
Gotcha.
Okay. And
Thanks,
and the worse Oneida County does, the busier Oneida County is, the more people that are going to flock to you guys. So,
and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that Dave Valesky was very helpful. You know, our role is a very nonpartisan role. It's a very administrative role, even though we have to run for election.
Yeah.
And Dave Valesky, he was in my office for a license transaction. I talked to him in the lobby. The next day, I got a call from his office. The next day, I got contacted by State DMV saying, "We heard you want help getting a camera. What can we do to help you?"
All right.
Very responsive.
That's big. All right,
and
Mike.
of course, Dave Valesky's a Syracuse area senator. Part of his district covers into Madison County.
Did he just lose in a primary?
He did.
Yeah.
Rachel
He
May.
lost the primary. He's still on the independence line, as far as I know.
Okay, right.
But he's been a real lifeline for us.
But you feel he was
in
very,
Madison County.
very helpful for you guys at your DMV.
Very responsive.
Okay.
That district gets into Clinton and Hamilton,
Yes.
so that's why many people would be familiar
Mike,
with it.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for taking the time. Mike Keevil, Madison County.
Not a
thanks.
problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
So real quick, I just want to fire through these real quick.
Well, let's do it because we are running out of time.
So
But
the
I want to
first
say,
thing-
I want to say, I specifically said to her, did he believe or did Dave misrepresent himself and pretend to impersonate an employee? And she said he said that he misrepresented.
Well, the lies
she did
are
say
just
that.
the lies and it's just all adding up for Sandy DePerno. So first thing I wanted to address really quick was yesterday she mentioned about the address of the insurance agency. If you know how to use Google, you can put the name of the agency in. It pops right up at 2104 Dwyer Ave and even shows the dealership that we are in. And I've mentioned that
You're in
several
the
times.
Nimes,
We're
New
inside
Generation.
of Nimes New Generation. I mentioned that several times about the lost revenue that we're losing just inside the dealership that I'm in. So the fact that she can't use Google, that kind of discredits all the things that she has to accomplish.
Do you
as
do
a
your
county clerk.
transactions in Oneida County or Herkimer County? For any of your DMV stuff, do you use Oneida County or Herkimer County? Are you able to process through the dealership?
I don't process anything. My customers I do send to the train station, and I fill out all the paperwork that they need,
You told us that, yeah.
MV82s and all
Okay,
that
fair
stuff.
enough. Okay, keep going.
All right, so the other one was she made fun of me for me, myself, and I as the CEO of Partners Trust Insurance Corporation. When I started, we had other members, a VP and a secretary. I bought them out. Surprising, or maybe to most people's surprise, the vice president at the time, who I bought out, was Paul Mashoney, the New Hartford Town Supervisor, who we'll get to very shortly. But I found it very disheartening that she's really discrediting small business owners. People incorporate to protect their financial assets, their family, their children's future, and I think it's just disgraceful that she judges a small business based on how many employees they have, such as mine, a tax-paying business.
Fair enough.
So that's
So you have no employees?
I have a contractual employee, somebody that works on 1099.
Okay, then they would not. Don't even use the word employee
Right,
along with that.
It's right. They're contractual. My building downtown. So I brought to you guys today a closing statement. She stated yesterday, and again, this is a big responsibility of the clerk's office because deeds are filed in Oneida County. This is a huge responsibility, and this one was filed. The mortgage and tax was filed right here in Oneida County on 7/13/2016. My building was never taken for back taxes. That's a bold-faced lie.
Did she say it was taken or that you closed
No,
because
she
of
said
taxes?
the city took it for back taxes. She specifically said that.
Because
She
you
said it
were
was closed for violations and that it was taken for back taxes.
Right. And it was
Okay.
never taken for back taxes. I sold it on 7/13/2016.
You were in the midst of a controversy with the city and the close
That
down.
was way later on. That was
Okay.
after the building was already sold.
Oh, okay.
The reason why, when I sold the building, the deal was I had to stay in the tavern location for 1 calendar year after the building was sold. So it wasn't something that I was looking to do, but we did it anyways.
Okay.
We
All right.
realized.
Okay.
So anyways, Jeff has the closing statement. If you Google search 413 Burnett Street, which is the legal tax map address of that building, you'll find that it was sold. In fact, sold. You can find it on Property Shark. You can find it on everything else.
Okay,
so
fair
she
enough. We
bold-faced
believe it.
lied, and she's the county clerk, and she has access to that information. So the last, I guess.
No, the New Hartford. I want to get into the Gander Mountain issue.
So the
quickly.
Gander Mountain issue. So again, I've tried to run a clean campaign, focused on the issues, really focused on getting this process taken care of and getting things done for the people who need these services, and made a promise to the people that we would do something as far as opening a satellite office in New Hartford. And so I've supplied Jeff today. I've had so many people question this about my integrity and my accountability and the honesty behind this. And so I supplied you guys today with the text messages, in fact, where I made Paul Mashoney, the New Hartford Town Supervisor, aware of my intention on May 15th of this year, and he did respond that he was out of town and that we'd get together. And as the campaign's progressed, I've sent him other messages in which he's given me the thumbs up, the website looks great, and so on and so forth.
Is it possible that she misrepresented Paul, or do you feel that Paul is lying about his conversation with you?
It could be a combination of both, based on both their track records.
Or it could be
looks
one or
like
the other.
everybody's just all about lying, which is a
You
whole
don't-
He was
other-
a former partner of yours, though, right?
Yeah, and wait, he
So
was
there's-
the real estate agent that sold my building downtown. Mashoney Realty sold my building on 7/13.
So you feel that, and it's Mashoney, not Michonne?
It's Paul Mashoney.
Okay. You feel that, so there's bad blood between you and Paul Mashoney.
Well, there wasn't until he decided to I don't know, lie about the fact that he told the media that he hadn't spoken to me in over a year and that he had no knowledge about my intentions to locate a DMV at the Gander Mountain, which is,
those
again,
text
been
messages
discredited by the
show
text messages.
That you guys did communicate. So
again,
I hate to keep this going, but you got to get Michonne on, try to get him on tomorrow. We've been trying to get him on for quite some time anyway. But now he's stuck in the middle of something.
People that lie have no accountability, no integrity, and honestly, they have no place in government. And I just keep running into these people. And you know what? This is a county clerk's race, and the county clerk is supposed to maintain integrity, accountability, and is supposed to be the point of contact for a lot of things that go on in government. And unfortunately, she's lying.
I have to cut you short. I'm sure I'll get ripped on for this by CNY, whatever the freak that was.
It will continue, though.
Gotta go. We'll continue this. We always try to get to the bottom, and you came in, you did your homework. I give you credit.